Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
Welcome back to you. Break stride, sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Good evening, gamers and other folks alike. You are listening to Midnight Ramen with me, Michael. I hope y'all are doing good because right? Yeah. Sure. Yeah. If you want to, before we get into things, if you want to watch this happen live, you can go to twitch.tv/Melted Original, all one word. Capitalize the M in Melted, the L in Lyric, and O in Original, and you'll find it in that search bar. Or if you want to do it on YouTube or whatever other streaming, whatever platform, you can find it there. Yeah. If you can't watch these happen live, which is, normally no problem if you can't watch this live, because it happens at midnight. as per the name of the podcast, it happens at midnight, and that's totally fine. You can watch the VOD on my Twitch for up to 2 weeks. It's the unedited stuff. You can also watch the after show that I do on here as well, where I just basically edit the podcast down and more or less just wait for it to be done and just do some things off the record, and then everything else, if you miss that window, you can go to YouTube, where you can watch every single one, even including this one, once it's over and uploaded and all that other stuff on my YouTube channel over on there. And yeah, I think that's kind of getting all of it. And I do TikTok stuff as well, mainly magic. Honestly, I need to get into more stuff, because I think I kind of pigeonholed myself into only doing magic stuff, which, it's not bad, but I need to branch out into other things other than that. But it is what it is. But what can you do? But yeah, hope y'all are doing okay. How's my hair looking? I don't know. I've been in that phase. My hair's in that phase, and the season is in that phase where it's I gotta be super self-conscious of what my hair looks like, because my hair absolutely loves to just do its own thing, and it's hard as shit to tame. Especially at the length that it is now. It's not too long, but it's long enough to where just a little tap on the head will do something, or swoosh or something. It'll just mess up my hair. So whenever I wear a hat now, I have to instinctively double check to make sure that my hair isn't all fucked up. Pardon my language at that, but still, it's true. It's true. I hate doing that. But I think, yep, I got the alfalfa thing going on in the back. So, you know what? I think it's a hoods up kind of podcast. Hoods up, brothers. Put your hoods up. If you're wearing a hoodie. I love wearing hoodies. Man, unless if it's summer, I love me a good hoodie. I never... Oh man, I'm sorry. Whoa. That went too hard. I'm sorry. Oh my god. The Mountain Dew hit went a little bit harder than I wanted. A little too hard. But my brain broke what was I thinking? Like, I never really understood the idea of, pardon me 1 second. Went down the wrong pipe. Like, I never really understood the thing of, like, girlfriends stealing hoodies. Like, even my ex, like, didn't. Hell, if anything else, I stole more clothes from her than she did me. Uh, but she's like, yeah, I don't need them. So I was like, I'll take them. I'll fit. And it's mainly pants, because, like, sweatshirts, like, hoodies, like, I could fit in if they were size medium or whatever, but, like, you know, it depends on the size and whatever. But yeah. Like, sweatpants, I would definitely take. Like, like, are these actually, are the sweatpants that I'm wearing? Hold on. No, no. Nope. Nope. I think my whole outfit, except for, like, my shirts, maybe underwear and socks, are all, like, things I didn't buy. Wait, I'm trying to think. Yeah, except for underwear and socks and underwear, everything else I didn't buy. Technically, but oh wait, no, shirt. I did buy the shirt. Yep. I'm just wearing my black work shirt because, like, I'm in that phase where it's like, well, I'm already wearing wearing a shirt. I don't want to change into another shirt, and then I'll have to do more laundry, and I'll have to do a lot of laundry, which is true. True. I hate doing laundry. When I was living in the apartment and stuff, when I was living in an apartment and like even in college, like, I would do, like, a lot of separate loads, and it was a lot easier with, like, more than one person to be doing laundry, because, like, you know, I'd wait like a week or more, like, do 2 weeks, but, like, I'd have a lot of laundry to do, so I would have to dedicate, like, a day to do it. And luckily for me, it's like the like unit, it was like a shared laundry unit, so I would, like, and it was like for us, for when I was with my girlfriend at the time, our apartment was, like, literally, like, footsteps away from the washer and dryer, so we would know immediately if it was done or not. And, like, I would just, like, hog that hard and just, like, make sure that whenever one thing was done, like, I had another thing ready to go, or I had, like, a pile of stuff, like, ready to go, because, like, it's hardball. People would be going for it. And even when I was, like, living in the apartment by myself, both, like, the apartment that I lived in with my girlfriend, but also literally upstairs from that, like, I would, like, try to hardball and make sure that I would have, like, full control over it, because, like, you wanted to have, like, boom, 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 get it done. And that's, yeah. And I would do, like, separate loads, like colors and stuff, but I feel like once I started, like, realizing, oh yeah, this is gonna cost me a lot of money, or, like, I didn't have enough laundry to justify that, I just, like, separated certain ones from certain ones, like reds, or like shades of black to white versus color ones, because even though it's like it wouldn't matter if I do it cold, like cold washes, you know, I didn't want to run that risk. I still don't run that risk, because I think once you, like, start heating it up, then color does matter, and I don't want to mix my whites with my reds. And same with wine. Although I haven't tried that, if you can mix a red and a white wine, which I don't think that would work pretty well at all. Or at all. That's besides the point. I'm trying to do. What was I talking about? Oh, laundry. Laundry. Yeah. Talking about airing out some laundry, dude. I have some stuff to talk about. Like, god damn. This week was a lot. So, just to, like, fill in from the previous episode, like, to TLDR, from the episode about like talking about the Game Awards and stuff like that, like saying what I think would have won. Honestly, a lot of my shots were right. I'm not gonna lie. I have at least, like, I haven't checked, but at least a 50% hit rate on that one. I feel like easily more than 50, which is pretty surprising. Even like categories that I didn't think I would get. Obviously, like with esports and stuff, I have no clue, but a lot of stuff has gone down. Like let's stick with the Game Awards right for right now. So Game Awards, I watched it literally the next day because I did, I literally did it same day, and the awards were kind of like there were a lot of announcements like for the whole like what 2 hours the award ceremony, like actual award ceremoniness of it lasted like 30 minutes at most. That's including like special guests talking about the award or the host talking about which awards that they were going to do. Even the speeches were less like 30 minutes in total, like basically. And everything else was just like game announcements and like weird things that nobody really asked for, which a lot of people are very mad about because this year has not been good for game developers. It has not been good or even for the whole media industry as the whole media as a whole. It's not been good. Really not been good. Yeah, it really hasn't been a profitable year. Yeah. Like it wasn't good, and especially like with all these games coming out, it's like whiplash, and a lot of studios are laying off, companies are laying off employees. It's like that. It's not good, and the amount of stress that has been brought to light about some of these games that are coming out and whatever. I mean, there are definitely games that are like good community. The people that work on it love what they're doing. They're not like super stressed. There are those games, like say No Man's Sky. Like they love what they're doing. They're a small team. They're putting out a lot of work. They're probably putting in too much work, honestly, but they love it. As long as they love what they're doing and they're doing it, then hell yeah. And like I think they're putting out a new game. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but good for them. Honestly, if it ends up like another No Man's Sky where like no offense sucks, but then it gets better and better, like good for them. Like good for them. Like honestly though, yeah. If it sucks, it sucks, but if they get, make it better as it goes on, hell, like that game studio knows how to make it like how to improve their game and make sure that their fans like are coming back to their game. And it's been a huge, like, especially with like No Man's Sky in retrospective to like comparison to Starfield, which I think, the video that I was watching by Nakey Jakey was like, yeah, Starfield is like pales in comparison to a lot of other Bethesda games, or it just like it's the same Bethesda game and it's just lacking in comparison to literally Starfield. Like even like features in Starfield, I mean not Starfield, I mean No Man's Sky. Features that are in No Man's Sky, like even like release No Man's Sky, aren't in Starfield. Like going off into orbit, going in from orbit. Yeah, no, that's a loading screen there, bud. Yuck. And what sucks too is that apparently Starfield's like ship crafting menu is like amazing, but there's so much nuances that nobody asked for and stuff like that. It's like great. That just kind of ruined the game for me. Awesome. So you just know that I don't have high expectations for Bethesda if they're gonna keep doing this crap. Like I kind of didn't even want to play Starfield, but like if Elder Scrolls 6, which is like I think their next project comes out like this, and they're, I think if I'm not mistaken, it's like in the land where the Khajiit are originally from, the cat people, which like even before I had a cat, like I fucking love the Khajiit. Those dudes are freaking rad. When I was playing Skyrim originally, I'm like, I love the Khajiit. They're cool. But I think that's where the next Elder Scrolls game is like going to. And I don't have high hopes for it because like if it's gonna be anything like the last literal few games that Bethesda's put out, it's gonna be the exact same. It's gonna be ran on an engine that's more than 20 years old at this point. There's gonna be too many loading screens that are way too long, that like needlessly long. Like even if it's like a second or two, it's like, no offense, it's the year of our Lord and Savior 2023. I don't think we need a 5-second loading screen to go into a shop and out of a shop. That's just me. That's just me saying. Me talking. I don't know. Shoot me if I'm wrong, but I don't know. I don't think I am. I don't think so. But yeah, that. So like other Game Awards stuff. Also, another controversy about the Game Awards: Spider-Man 2 got absolutely robbed, and good. Like the story of the game, cool. Story and stuff like improved on aspects of the game, cool. Whatever. But it really didn't do all that much else. Like it's not groundbreaking. It's not like. It is noteworthy for Game of the Year, but is that Game of the Year material? No. They're like, this is like, for games that have come out, it's been a very good year. It's been a bad year for developers, very bad year for developers, but it's been a very good year for games. Very good year. Mainly like, of course, Game of the Year, no spoilers. Like, go back to my whatever thing just to see my predictions and see how right I was for last episode. But Baldur's Gate 3, like, no doubt that game would have won. There was no doubt in my mind that game was going to win Game of the Year. Just because of how groundbreaking it was, how much impact it had on the community, and what it brought to the table in comparison to some of the other games. It's like, it's a sequel, technically, but it's something that the gaming scene hasn't seen for like a broad amount of people haven't seen, period. And it like introduced people into CRPGs and D&D and other mechanics and like the story of Faerun and all that other stuff, or like a lot of that stuff, like people don't really, it brought a lot of people that, wouldn't necessarily have, played that game or whatever. Whereas like Spider-Man, everyone knows Spider-Man. It's like, you can do different things, but you got to stick to the plan that, Spider-Man has this mindset, this skill set. At the end of the day, Spider-Man has to be this character. While in Baldur's Gate, you literally have, in quotations, infinite possibilities, where you can be any kind of character. You can do any play style. You can do however you want. You can play the game pretty much however you want. And you can play it again and have different results. Whereas Spider-Man, you're going through the exact same story, beat for beat, every single time. You can get different upgrades and do different missions and different times, but you're going through the exact same story. End of the day. Whereas like Baldur's Gate, there is there is a main story that you could follow, But you could also be evil and not do the intended route and just slaughter everyone. You know, that's a way. Like every single character. There's a way, there's a way. There's a will, there's a way. And I'm pretty sure there has been like a YouTube, like, there has to have been like a YouTube channel or video of someone like going through at least Act 1 right now, slaughtering everyone. Like everyone, like being super dark urge and just slaughtering everything, every character imaginable. And that's just kind of funny. I bet there is. Like you don't have to do that. And like it's just fun. Other games like Tears of the Kingdom, like you have building. It improved off of the original. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom? Yeah. That was right? Yeah. Wait. I'm blanking because it's like, oh, yeah, it is Tears of the Kingdom. I'm like blanking because I'm almost thinking like it's it's a literal prequel, and I'm blanking on the name of the game. Oh my god, I'm forgetting. But like Tears of the Kingdom, like improved on the game that came before it by like adding new layers and new mechanics and other stuff into it. Like base game, it's pretty much the same, but there's different things that you can do, and there's a lot more play styles. There's new stuff to explore. There's new things, and like more or less, it is a glorified DLC, but it warrants itself to be a new game. Whereas Spider-Man 2, it's like you get new upgrades, new story. It's like, yeah, you can warrant that as the same game, but it's, you know, there's not much variety to it. Whereas like Tears of the Kingdom, you can build a giant mech to fight Ganondorf. Technically you can't, I don't think, but like you can build giant mechs to destroy bosses and big enemy camps. You can't really do that in Spider-Man. And all these fanboys for Spider-Man are just like, we're angry that it didn't win. It's like, have you gone outside? Like, no offense, but it's like, have you not heard of these other games? Like, I don't even think Miles Morales even got nominated when it was released, or whatever year should have been nominated or whatever. Like, this is just combining Spider-Man 1 and Morales. Just adding a new story. It's not different. Although Ragnarok is kind of in that same boat, but it's different, and it's actually good. It's like got a long and complex story and all that stuff. But not enough of that. But the media is just in a shit spot right now. Well, it's been a bad week. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Literally, like, just like last year with fucking, oh man, Lance Riddick, we have another loss. We have on Andre Bauer. And for those who don't know, if you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, he's Captain Holt. But he literally died like 2 days ago, or as of the recording of this podcast, like on Tuesday. So that was like 2 days ago. It's really freaking sad, dude. It sucks. Like, I haven't watched a whole lot of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but man, is it good and is it funny? Like, I'll go into like other stuff because like I have one topic I want to just dig in on, because like there's one particular adult comedy that I just cannot get into. But that's a story for later. But like, man, Brooklyn Nine-Nine was a good show, and I know Lance Riddick was also on the show, at least a guest appearance. I can't remember, but like it's sad to see like these prominent, African American actors passing away like at this time of the year too. It's like literally repeat, because I feel like last year like kind of went the same way. It was just like the last month or so of the year just like really sucked. I mean, not like sucked and like just like there was a lot of celebrity deaths and stuff like that, and yeah, it was just like weirdly sad. But how the old in with the new, I guess. That's just gross. And it's sad. Yeah, like his legacy will live on, but it's just like really sad to hear that. And even sadder because like some people have like hearing this like that sort of information on TikTok from the mother freaking SpongeBob news reporter fish AI, and that's just a horrible way to hear that. Like that fish, I hate. So when I'm scrolling through TikTok, I really do not want to like. I see that fish, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be actual news. No, it's just the lamest news information I didn't need to know. But then I feel like if I like hearing about that about Andre's death is important, but like like that is just something way out of left field to like hear, and it sucks that he's gone. But what can you do? Nothing much, really. But yeah, it has not been a great year for media. Not a great week for media right now. Oof, yikes. But you know what? It's a great time for. It's a great time to open up some packs. So let's do that. I got myself a D4. We're gonna roll a couple times. I got like 3 packs of Lost Caverns of Ixalan. I technically have 4 or more, but like I have 3 set boosters and 1 collector booster. And I'm gonna roll to see which ones I'm gonna open. I'm gonna do a little weird, but we'll see what works. I got a 1. So this one is definitely getting opened. And what's the other one I'm gonna open? 3. I feel like opening 2 or 3. 3, 4. Am I just gonna roll straight dingers? You know what? This pack can go back. These 3 I'm gonna open. Because I feel like it. I feel like 3 needs to go first. So set booster number 1. Or we're gonna open up the collector at the end because I feel like it. I'm kind of running really low on magic packs. I need to like find something to do with it. But it is what it is. What can you do? The donkey's kind of. What is that? Okay, the doggy's got a robot arm. The donkey. Let's do right about here. God, I hate when the cards are like upside down or whatever. All right, focus. We got an Abyssal Gorestalker, Hematic Nautilus, Rampaging Spiketail, focus, Acrobatic Leap, Burning Sun Cavalry, Marauding Brindfang, a Hidden Volcano, a Noom Toucan. Ooh, we got a foil. I'm not even gonna read the name of that. It's the Great Door. And then behind that we got a Dire Flail. Then behind that we got Malcolm. Literally covering up the name of it. That's great. I can't read. And then Sunbird's Standard and Chupacabra Echo. So not a bad pack. We had good foil. Good foil, I guess. Pack 2. Yeah, even for Wizards, like right now, like Hasbro just like literally announced that they have to lay off like 1,100 employees, and plenty of them are going to be from Wizards of the Coast. So that's terrible, because although Magic and D&D has been like very like it is basically Hasbro's cash cow, because the company as a whole isn't doing well. Yeah, they have to take cuts. And like, as much as I don't like how much Wizards of the Coast is like, Magic is like trying to milk off more products year by year, I love the game. I love the game. I love the product. I like the people that are working on it. Love what they're doing. Good for them, because like they love the game. The people that work on this on Magic the Gathering love the game, and that's not a lie. Like you see a capybara, you see the Quaddy Scavenge. Oh wait, not a raccoon. Oops. But you see like some of the cards that are even in Ixalan are just like love letters, like to the original Ixalan. They got new fun stuff in here, like Tectonic Hazard, I guess. I don't know. Armored Kincaller, like the dinosaurs, like some of the tribes and stuff. It's just really good. Hidden Courtyard. Ooh, we got a. Hold on, this is funky. We got a Root Water Depths as like the vault card. I haven't not seen this. So it's add one colorless mana to your mana pool, or you can tap it to add a Dimir, blue or black, to your mana pool, and it doesn't untap during my next untap phase. That's not interesting. Interesting. Ooh, foiled Deadweight. Behind that we got the Belligerent. And behind that we got a Great Mistake. Oh man. Like I love Magic the Gathering. I love D&D, although D&D has got its own issues, but that's neither here or there. I think D&D has a lot more. There's a lot more ethical issues going on there. Although Magic just like, even with this set with the Wayfarer's Bauble, the background art was stolen. So, and the artist admitted to it, and they were immediately fired because no shit, Sherlock. They admitted to stealing art. Like, bro. And I not to say like I don't know how much they're paying their artists, but like their artists are going fucking nuts. The people that they commission to put out artwork, they're going nuts. Like they have to be paying them well, because god damn, the art that they put into these cards, they don't have to. They don't have to be going this nuts. Like even for this token for this bat. Like, oh my gosh, actually, the foiling on it too? Oh man. Like, that bat has like intricate patterns on it. Like, even the background, like, too. It's like, they don't have to be going that hard. But they are. Like they don't have to be doing this good. It sucks. This Burning Cavalry, Confining Riddle, Might of the Ancestors, Lone Needle. This is the last pack. I should say that. Forest, Fallout Forest. We got a Scythe Claw Raptor, Intrepid Paleontologist. Fuck, another I hate Dire Flail. I don't want it. Oh, we got a literal salamander. Like, how isn't that fun? It may not be the most practical, but it's fun. And he's smiling. Literally, his name said he's smiling. That's awesome. I love that. If you can actually read it. Yeah, it's smiling. Yee. Ooh, Bringer of the... Like, they don't have to be going this hard. They don't. Enters the battlefield. If you cast it, each player sacrifices all the creatures they control. Each player returns all creatures with a graveyard that work. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's actually pretty good. Hmm. That might go in my demon deck. This sucks. This sucks, dude. The way that they messed up the Jurassic Park thing, like, oh yeah, you can get lands as your card for this. Just middle finger. Yeah. And then last ooh. Ooh, the chase card of the set. Fucking yeah, let's go. I'm sleeving that immediately, dude. And it's the alt art foil. Oh yeah. I'm sleeving that immediately. That is the one to hit. Hold on. I have to sleeve that one. At least sleeve. I am going to hard sleeve it, but I have to at least sleeve it first. Hold on. That's awesome, dude. I love it. I absolutely love it. That's like, actually, yeah, I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up in a second here. But that's like, I think that's like gotta be like a $30-$40 card. At least. I feel like that's what I'm thinking. It's probably not. But, oh, man, I'm getting ones that are like bad. I want to get a good sleeve that's not like that's not like scratched. I think this is a good one. This is a clean one. Yeah, there we go. Yep. I love me a good sleeve. Ooh. Oh, and it's a big one. Well, I'll fix it later. But that is an epic pull. And on the back, it's a land. Alt art foil. That was a good hit, though. That's a good hit. Even if it's not like a chasing. Let's go and check what the price of that is. Let's go to Card Kingdom. Because I trust Card Kingdom. Although I do trust like TCG Player. I'm gonna go to Card Kingdom. So sure. Taj, Deepest Foundation. Yeah. 21, but that's like not even the foil one. Switch to foil. 27. All right. Showcase foil. Actually, let me check the other one because I have the other version of this, which I think might be more. I don't know. But this is also from here, so from about 25, 27. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. That's a good pull. That's a decent pull. I'm gonna drink to that. All right. So I'm going to get into my hot take that I was talking about. So one adult show that I cannot stand nor get. And for those that are fans of the show, I'm sorry. Like, I am absolutely sorry. It's just not for me. I don't understand it. Personally, I can't get with it. And if you do, cool. Like cool. Enjoy it. Please enjoy it. But I literally don't get it. Period. So the show that I'm like, it's like, oh, what's he thinking about? The show in question I'm talking about, Bob's Burgers. I cannot get with it. I just can't. I literally cannot get with Bob's Burgers. The reason that I can't, I don't like the show because I literally cannot get with it. Like, every single character is awkward, has to be awkward and quirky, in that whatever situation that they're put into, they're going to do the most awkward thing that they themselves can do. But then, depending on, the character, their quirks are going to add into that awkwardness. And then both sides of the interaction that they're dealing with are awkward. Like, if it's someone that's not even in the family, it's going to be fucking awkward. Like, like if like the episode that I was watching was like watching earlier today because it was just on. It was like the aunt, or like the kids' aunt was coming over because she was bringing a date, and for some reason Bob was having someone over for just because it was interesting. They wanted to just have people over, but turns out that the aunt's date is the one of like Deweese's teacher or something, like school teacher, but he's fucking weird because everyone is weird. But their aunt is also fucking weird, so they don't want her to be living in their house. Duh, conflict. They need another weird person in their house. Like as much as I'm mocking the show, like there is some merit to it being funny. I just can't find it. I personally cannot find it. But then like there's this kid. I don't know if it's like their aunt's, their cousin or something, but like he's just there. He just shows up. It's like a fucking goblin and then leaves. And then the next time he shows up, he's like stolen a bunch of objects for absolutely no reason because he's a fucking klepto. Gets caught by like Luis and the other kids because apparently he stole a doll that their teacher brought for their aunt or something. And then the dude fucking runs away, runs outside, like runs out of the like building, runs like down the street to a sewer grate, to a sewer drain, dumps his pockets all into it, and like, oh, there's the doll that we need because if we don't get it, we're fucked. And then he starts stomping on it. Why? No reason. Like, how is that funny? This guy's being a fucking bastard just because. That's not funny. It's like the kids are already annoying themselves, but then you put someone else higher up on the hit list of me wanting to kill them. Like, all right, that's not funny. And then like the like one of the main regular customers, like I literally forget his name, Joe, just has this like weird subplot with Bob because like he's interested in this other guy that's like an archaeologist who might be gay. I don't fucking know. I didn't watch the whole episode. And then he just like starts making up this whole bit about, oh, he's got someone other cooler to talk to. It's like, this isn't like, this does happen. Like, I get it, but the bit's not funny. And then, oh yeah, they're trying to also, the kids are trying to stop their aunt from dating their teacher. So they make up this song in Spanish where Luis translates it into English, like say, oh yeah, love sucks, don't do it. But like Tina being super awkward and like, fuck. Says like the most basic phrases in Spanish, like, hello, my name is Tina. Where's the bathroom? Like, dude, how are the adults this fucking gullible? Like, dude, how are you that stupid to fall for this? Like, every single one except for their mom, like, is oblivious to what the fuck is going on. And it's like, dude, I would have just, if the common person would have just pulled them aside and be like, hey, don't do this. Like, even their teacher should have figured that shit out, like, right away, but he doesn't. Just because it needs to add conflict into the show, I guess. I mean, that's just one episode. I mean, there's like, there's obviously, but I feel like there's obviously better episodes, but like, just awkward situation, like, to create tension is just not funny to me. And just being awkward in an awkward situation is not funny. Like, I just can't. And like the stone face delivery that they have for every single dialogue that has zero emotion into it, and maybe like some dialogue that they need to get out that's kind of important to the plot of the story, but you know, we are not going to talk anything about how it's funny or anything at all. Like if it's not supposed to be a gag or a joke or something with inflection, it's going to be literally stone faced. No one's giving any emotion. Like, and that's not bad, but when it's every scene, like when it's not like, oh, it's supposed to surprise someone, or oh, it's sad. It's like, oh, that's sad. I'm sorry that your mom died. Oh, great. Thanks. Thanks for giving that. I needed that. Thank you. It's like, and there are funny people working on the show that worked. I don't know if the show's even going anymore. So if it is, it is. If it isn't, okay. But there's funny people working on the show. It's just like, I don't get it. And like, I got Impractical Jokers, which is like literally putting these motherfuckers into weird situations. But they're funny because they're saying stuff that's like out of pocket and getting reactions. And it's buck wild. I think it's the determining factor, because like you have like other shows like say The Simpsons or like South Park that like deal with like that do have situations where like, oh, it's real, people deal with this all the time, this is actually 100% relatable. But the comedy comes within the absurd out of pocket things that the characters say or do. Yes, it aligns with their character, but it's like, it's not like, I'm crapping my pants because I don't know what to do. It's like, that's not funny. It's not funny to me. I don't know. Like, and if you do find that, like, and I'm saying this from someone that doesn't like it, but if you like it, that's fine. That's totally fine. It's just not for me, and I don't understand it. But I just like, every time I see it come on, I'm just like, I'm gonna leave. Yeah. But like, you get me on an episode of The Simpsons, you get me an episode of Family Guy, you get me onto any other show, even if it's like a bad episode of Family Guy, I'll watch it because it's entertaining. Like, you get an episode of that, and it's just like, oh, they're going to the park. Why? Oh, there's a festival happening, but like, it's about this thing that it's yeah. It's like, okay, cool, all right. But like even in bad Simpsons, let's like, even like with the bad Simpsons, and I'm only saying that's my best experience from it. Like, they're absurd with it. They do like it's not, you know, like 100% grounded, but it's like how they push the ballot and make the situation just like go out of hand. That makes it funny. Even like King of the Hill, which I'm like starting to get real into, because like the show is like it's grounded. Like, the situations that happen in the show can happen in real life and are very, you know, topical. Although like Hank needs to always be on the right side, he's not always on that. He's not always true. He's not always right, but it's about understanding and getting to that compromise. That's just like, oh, okay, there's resolve to this. And there's like actual character development. Well, like, yeah, on their like next episode, you know, that character development might not really show, but it's like they're lovable characters still. They have those moments. You know, not everything is going to stick around. Not every defining moment needs to define the next episode. Yeah, you can have those topical like canon episodes that like change the landscape of the series, but you don't need to have those. And I feel like that's what I feel like potato. I feel like King of the Hill, like, it's like the comedy of it, like, yeah, maybe awkward, but it's like, oh yeah, it's real. The comedy's in how relatable it is, and like, yeah, it might be absurd at points, but it's like, yeah, Bobby's an idiot. I was Bobby once. I was in Bobby's shoes, or I was in Peggy's shoes, or like caught in that situation. I was totally there. That's relatable. Like, yeah, you can relate to being awkward, but you can't relate to being awkward when every single fucking person in the show is being awkward at the exact same time with like different characteristics. Like with the kids, like Tina, like, is basically Napoleon Dynamite taking out the like annoyed bit, just silent, horny, and just like knows way too much. Gene is an absolute dipshit, and Louise is fucking annoyed all the time and loud as fuck. It's like, how? But they're all awkward. Okay, cool. Oh, and Bob's like the straight man, but he's also like, when he's put into a stressful situation, he becomes like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know what to do. I don't know. It's like, that's every single character, it feels like. It's like they're given a hot potato, but they're like holding on to the potato instead of like throwing the potato. I just can't get with it. I'm like, sorry, but like, if you like the show, that's fine. I just can't get with it personally. But I'm moving on to another topic because I feel like I need to stop with that. Hoods up. So, I've been a bowler for a very long time. And my bowling league that I'm in, it does like every other week, but I've been bowling hot these past couple of times, like really good. Not like bowling perfect games, but like my average is about, mid to late 160s. I feel like, when I'm like, having, on average typically. But, when I was like in my prime during like late high school, I was bowling like 180, 190 like pretty often. Even like in like my average might have been like 200 sometimes. But like I feel like 180, 190 was like kind of around my average, like senior year of high school. And I think I've got my groove back. And yeah, it's pretty epic. I found my spot. I found where I need to throw. I found where I need to adjust. I feel like a little bit of it that is like, so bowling, like, for depending on what it is, there's different ways and methods to do it, and depending on, there's a lot of variables that go on into bowling. But when you find your groove, and you find exactly what works for you, stick with it. Like my ball that I use, my strike ball, I have 3 balls. So my strike ball, I've been using it for years. And I found the spot that I need to stand for it. I know where I need to throw it on the lane. I stand on like, when it's a usual typical like bowling alley lane, like, and there's different oil patches and stuff like that. On average, I feel like I'm standing about like, the center dot is board 20, if I'm not mistaken. I'm standing about a little over to the left for a right-handed bowler, so I'm standing about 22, 24, about 22, between 22 and 24 typically, and throwing on, when I'm saying boards, so it goes by, the dots typically go by intervals of 5, typically. On the center dot, or the center thing is always 20, no matter what bowling alley, whatever thing you go to, that's always 20. But I stand like, I think on the 22 board typically and throw about 15, oh, not 15, throw about like 12, 11 on the board. So it's kind of a big thing, but I think the peak of my spin gets to maybe, I try to keep it under 5, like within the 5. Because if you get it obviously too wide, it's going to go into the gutter. But I throw it so it gets enough reaction to get into the pocket. And sorry, there's a lot of bowling terms that are being thrown around here, but that's just the way that works. But I've gotten back into that groove and I feel really good. I think the thing I need to work on more is to getting up my spares and splits, because especially if I leave like anything on my left side, on the left side of the board, like the 2, the 4, 5, 7, 8, like any of those pins. And like if I need to hit like say the 2 and the 10, I'm like, uh-oh. I'm a little screwed here. I need to figure out what I need to do. So I need to work on getting those like splits and pickups, because like in high school I was able to get that pretty dang easy, but now it's like, ooh, I'm not really as confident as I was before. So I need to work on that more and more. But I might do some other games on the side outside of the league, but we'll see. But it's fun. It's very fun. I love bowling. I love bowling. I've been doing it since I was like, I want to say like 8 years old. It's about, and it's a game that you can play at any age. Like if you're 5 or 95, you can, and 95 as if you're physically capable. But it's a game that you can play at any age, and you don't, like, the injuries from it aren't that extreme as to like say baseball or football or any other thing. And you don't need to be super competitive to do it. It's just fun. Yeah. Like, it's not that big of a deal or big of an issue or whatever to mess with. It's just fun to play, and it's fun to learn, and it's fun to improve. And like, yeah, there might be a limit, like a skill gap, but like the more in time and investment and stuff that you put into it, the more that you're going to get out of it, which, that's the thing with everything. The more time and effort that you put into things, the more you're going to get out of it. Doi. But bowling is very, very fun. I love it. I love doing it. I love playing. And yeah, I'm glad I'm back on the ball with my bowling scores, because I need to be getting a little bit better. Yeah. But I think as I look at the time, I should probably wrap things up right about now. So, if you want to watch these happen live, watch me record these live, you can go to twitch.tv/Melt Original, all one word. If you miss the recording, the actual liveness of it, which, it's whatever. It happens live. It's late at night. People are EP. People are sleeping. That's fine. You can watch the VODs back unedited, and you can watch the after show that I do after here. If you go on to twitch.tv, like, that's an incentive to go watch it. Like, and even after it's gone, like, you still have the podcast where you can go on youtube.com where you can watch every single one of them. And eventually other stuff where you can listen to it. Because I need to get on that. Eventually. We'll see. We'll see. But someday. Like, I had that goal for this year to do that, but I never really took any action to do it. So, like, a lot of the podcasts that I say that I'm going to do it soon, yeah. Soon. I didn't say when. I said soon. And the longer I keep waiting on it, the longer it's going to take. And I have done no work to get to that. So, whoops. It's going to be a while. It'll be a while since I could tell you that I got music to tell you about. So, yeah, I like to thank Gradients for the use of their song "The Call" off of the album. Wait. I like to thank Gradients for the use of the song "Used to It" off of the album "The Call." One of the band mates and their girlfriend of many years went to New York over the week, and then another one of my buddies from college that's from the Fargo-Moorhead area also, like, when they came back, they went basically, and it's just like kind of funny. It's like, all right, who else is going to New York City? It's just like, it's kind of funny. So I'm just like, and they're coming, like, the latest that I checked on my buddy's story, it's like, oh, they're coming back. So I'm just like, all right, who's the next person? Who's the next person from that area that's going to be going to New York? I'm waiting. It's very funny. But let me actually check. Oh my God, my head hair. Yep, hood's up. I cannot stand it. The bad thing, like, for audio people, cool for you, but like, if you're watching the video, I feel bad because you don't want to see my head hair. It's bad. It's very bad. Yeah. And thanks to you guys for listening, watching, doing what you do, whatever. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know if I am. No, I'm not. I don't think I am. But as I look at the clock, it's not midnight here anymore. So I guess you know what that means. Wah, wah. I have to end it. Sad to say it, I have to. But although it may not be midnight here, it's midnight somewhere. But until it becomes midnight here once again, I will see you later. But until then, bye-bye.
Scared, but now I'm used to it.